Nate is with us in Olympia, Washington. Hi, Nate. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
So my wife and I are on baby step number 2, and so one of the ways I'm going to try to help pay down the debt is I want to start a small business. And I'm starting it as a sole proprietorship, like I hear you talk about. And so I read a lot online about the importance of writing a business plan, creating a written business plan. And but a lot of what I hear, or what I read, is kind of geared toward bigger businesses or businesses with investors or lots of assets and stuff like that. I'm wondering if you have any advice on how do you write a good business plan, and what are the important elements of the business plan?
Well, I probably would look at a couple of the outlines that you could pick up online without any trouble, just Googling it. Most of the time, what you're saying is true, that someone is writing a business plan in order to describe to a potential investor or a bank that's going to loan them money why they should give them money. And that's generally what a business plan is used for. It's a money sales tool. If you're simply opening a business with some cash to get some cash coming into your place, the business plan, the only reason for the business plan at that point is just to make sure you've touched all the bases for your self, just to make sure that you haven't left something out. So what kind of a business are you talking about opening?
It's going to be a surfboard repair business.
Okay. And so really, you think about there's 3 or 4 or 5 pieces of business. There's not segments of business. There's not a lot going on there, okay? One is, where are we going to get our customers? That's marketing, okay? How are we going to produce the good or service? Obviously, you're a surfer, and you know how to repair surfboards, so we know how you're going to do production, right? How you're going to produce the good or the service that you're going to sell. The third thing then is the accounting, and the pricing model goes with that. How are you going to price your service? The fourth thing might be the location. Where are you going to conduct this service? Okay. So are you going to do it in your basement?
Well, it'll be a home-based business, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, from home, so you're not going to have to go rent a location. Your customers are going to be probably word of mouth and social media. You're going to let people know on Facebook and around the surfing community that you're willing to do this. And once you get a reputation of having done a repair for one guy, he's going to tell 2 of his friends, and word of mouth, it'll begin to grow, correct?
Right, yep.
Yeah, you don't need to spend a bunch of money on marketing. I wouldn't. I think most of this is going to come from hustle. You just letting people know you're doing it all the time, always talking about it, always, go surfing, and everybody on the beach, you tell them, hey, if you know anybody needs a surfboard repaired, I'm doing it. And here's how you get in touch with me. You can build you a little simple website. They're not hard to build. WordPress help you do that, and so they got a place to find you and connect to you by email, and pick up a Twitter handle and a Facebook page and a couple things like that, and just so people can find you. That's your marketing stuff. How are you going to charge? Have you determined?
Well, I haven't really decided, other than kind of perusing other surfboard repair websites and stuff in California. That's basically what I'm going off of, kind of similar to their pricing model.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that would be a good thing, except, starting out, you're going to go cheaper. And if you found someone that could give you repeat business, like a surfboard shop or something, that doesn't do repairs, you might say, hey, I'll fix 2 boards for you for free to show I can do it.
Okay.
Give them a little taste of the cookies, so they want some more, so they order a whole batch of cookies. Now, you wouldn't do that with an individual, because once you've repaired their board, they don't need you again, right?
Right.
Unless it was someone that was highly influential in that community, and then you might repair that board in order for them to post on Instagram that you're the best thing since sliced bread when it comes to repairing a surfboard, right?
Right.
So that kind of thing. I think we just wrote your business plan. Did you hear it?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
You just that's the way you do it. You're just thinking through the accounting, the pricing, the location and production, where are customers coming from, how are we going to acquire customers, how's our acquisition going to look? That's called marketing. And are you going to hire anybody? No, you're going to be it, right?
Right.
And you're going to charge enough to cover your materials, but most of this is not materials, it's time, isn't it?
Yep.
And you charge enough that you make more than $1 an hour, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be better off doing something else. It's not a hobby, it's a business.
Correct.
So if it takes 20 hours and you only charge $20, that's not a plan.
That's a good point.
How many surfboards have you repaired in your life?
Well, I've only done one myself, so I'm not real experienced with it. I do plan to take some classes and get some mentorship on it before I really launch the business, but at this point, just the one.
Yeah. I would not spend any money on this. I would do it all from word of mouth and elbow grease because you're trying to get out of debt right now. And I really wouldn't spend all my time on this right now because it sounds like it's going to be a little while before it actually makes you money. You might need a different part-time job that actually makes you money while you're getting out of debt instead of spending your time on something that's got a bit more of a long play to it. So, hey, good question, man. I like having the discussion with you. Hold on, I'm going to send you a copy of my book, Entree Leadership, which is our business book, our handbook for this business, how we started on a card table in our living room, and here we are today, and it wasn't an accident. It was a series of intentional decisions. So Entree Leadership will help you with that process, too. But I don't think you need a business plan. I think you could sketch out on one page what we just did here on the air, and I think you'll know exactly what you need to do from this point forward. The trick is to take something that you love like that and actually turn it into money, because there's a lot of people who hang around a hobby, act like it's a part-time job, and it doesn't make any money, which by definition makes it a hobby. So until you are cashing checks clear of expenses, you are not running a business. Until then, you've got a hobby. And that's how we all need to think about the things that we're kicking off as our side hustle. So, good question, man. Thank you for calling in.